They be waiting. I mean, not the music, but like turn up because they be waiting. Why is my cards coming up? Make sure y'all go to YouTube. There you go.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, is this your first time here doing this?
Yeah.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
so. I'm probably going to Jordan. What happened to Jordan? No, I don't know, bro.
You know what I'm saying? The battery is low.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you gotta look at the charge.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, bro. It's not my phone. I don't know.
That's why I thought she was doing like a nice production. Edit, you know what I mean? It's a lot. That's what I'm
She did it.
So we're not going to be able to. Because we have no way to pull up audio into the laptop. I don't have a USB. Oh yeah, and I was thinking, I was like, I didn't know how far she went. I was like, how far away it is. So,
That's okay. We here now. We rocking out. We rocking out. We gonna make the best of it. See? Yo, good to see you, man. Yo, I was working on the station, but I was also talking about a lot of
You know my free days.
oh yeah, definitely. Especially, again, because I was thinking, I was just talking, I was like, I want to figure out how to continue the incorporation of unsigned hype, but still keep it within the confines of what we talked about. Because, you know what I mean?
We was just talking about this. Because I was like, yo, it can't be no shooting up there. Right. It got to be
R&B vibes.
unsigned. No, but it can't be no R&B that's talking about breakups and all that. It can't be none of that.
Well, what about the song that's not talking about breakups? I love my
ass type stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anything positive?
Anything positive. Anything positive is a high vibration.
High vibration.
We gonna make it.
Sir, you know how
On that one, listen,
Yeah.
you gotta charge it. You gotta charge your phone.
What's up? How y'all feeling out there? That's right. We vibing. We here. Shout out to Ms.BBB. Black, bold, and beautiful. Hey, yo. I want y'all to drop 3 things y'all grateful for today. You know what I'm saying? Drop 3 things you got to do tomorrow. 3 things you're not going to do tomorrow.
They can't really hear it.
Oh, they can hear? Oh, they can hear me. Right. We rocking. I hope y'all can hear me. Shout out to DJ Gudvybez in the background. Bach is in the building as well. Shout out to all the kings and queens out there. That's right. On air with Sir. Yo.
Alright, you gotta get out this. You was not supposed to come on. I had a whole intro for you. I can hear it. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to Wild Wednesdays Live with your girl, Ms.BBB. We had a couple of YouTube technical difficulties, but we are in the building. I am hyped. Welcome. If you are tuned into Instagram, please make sure you are going over to YouTube, subscribing to my YouTube channel at Ms.BBB Productions. I will say it one more time. Please head over to YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Ms.BBB Productions. I'm so excited for today's show. I really am. I can't even introduce the guest because the guest already came out and introduced himself. So I do hope that you have the 3 things that you are grateful for. But that's all part of this platform because we are talking about today loving yourself on purpose. I'm hyped. I'm gonna let Good Vibes give y'all some tunes. Y'all asked for him. Y'all told me that y'all wanted him back, so he's here. So he's gonna go ahead and give y'all this nice mix. On this onairswithsir.com. And let's get ready to check in. What's going on with y'all? Because my week has just been crazy. Today, I had this whole lineup on for y'all today, but within the last 3 minutes, my intro has definitely changed. Like, the vibes, the mood, but that's what, when things are beyond your control, you just rock with it, and when you find a solution, things happen better. So let me get ready to introduce my guest, the Mr. Love on Purpose himself, Sir, from onairswithsir.com. Come on and sit down with us.
Hey.
Darling, what's going on?
Hello, darling.
Hi, darling. How are you today?
I feel good.
I hope so.
You saying I feel good? I feel great.
I hope so.
I'm happy to be here. Thank
I'm happy that you're here. I'm glad that you came. Good vibes. Are you happy that he's here?
What's up, man? Yes, sir. I think I'd be happy that
No, but good vibes is happy that you're here.
Yo, this is cool. Shout out to the set, you know, to the whole team over here, making me look like money. You know what I'm saying? I feel like money today.
Like money? You feel like show them what you're working with.
I mean, what's up? Y'all see what? Ms.BBB got me looking different. You got me looking bold, black, and beautiful.
Blow back and handsome. Let's say that. Blow back and handsome. How about you looking different so you normally don't dress like this?
Thank you. No, I normally have hoodie, you know, jeans, some sweats, some sneaks, you know, comfy. But I'm comfy right now too, though. So.
Also, we spanked you out. Shout out to the stylist.
Right.
Shout out to the stylist. You know, she got your girl looking good.
That's
She
right,
got
that's
your girl
right.
looking good, you know. Because
Looking good,
I'm black, bold, and beautiful. Thank you. Looking good and feeling good. So, you know, we got to catch up with you earlier in the week. What's going on? How are you feeling? It's Wednesday.
I feel like it's Wednesday. It is Wednesday. It's Wine Wednesday.
It's Wine Wednesday.
Wine
So you
Wednesday.
better know that it's Wednesday.
I feel amazing. I feel fantastic. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I got a lot of confidence today.
A lot of confidence today. What's been happening since Monday?
So I just came back from a funeral just now.
Oh, sorry to hear that. My condolences.
You know?
My condolences.
Thank
Please make sure that you are throwing up some flowers in the comments.
Yeah.
We are all for, you know, making sure everyone's loved ones is okay.
Yesterday was Tuesday. Oh, yesterday I had to have the self day. Monday.
Oh, no, wait.
Woo! I just remembered my week. Oh my
Okay,
God.
all right. Listen, before you even get into that self day, because I have a whole little spiel on that to talk like going with our calendar.
Okay.
Don't drop too many details.
I got
Don't
you.
drop too many
I got
details.
you.
All right, so yesterday you had to have the self day. All right, and then what happened Monday? Because you
So
went
Monday-
Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday.
Right. So Monday, I went to the office, and the vibration was different, and it affected my vibe.
Okay.
So when I got home, I was completely drained. I was done. I was zapped. And I said, yo, I cannot leave the house until I get back where I need to be.
So this was after you showed up to the Black Bold and Beautiful podcast. You know, we
Yes.
tried it.
Yes. And then Tuesday, I was like, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not speaking to nobody. I'm not texting. I got to just stay in my zone. I had to sage. I had to pray. I had to meditate. I had to chant for hours. And now I'm back. So yesterday was my get it together day.
Okay. Yesterday was getting together day. Well, I mean, that just sounds like a busy weekend. You have at least 2 more days to go. Can you rock it out?
Yes. I don't know what tomorrow is. And Friday, I have no idea. I live life by the calendar. Like, okay, I got to do that right now.
Okay, you live life by the calendar. I mean, our listeners and our viewers, they loved you. They loved everything that you had to say on Monday's podcast, just about following up a routine and handling that self-care. And I believe they definitely can tell that you just live life how it flows.
Yeah. It's just a flow.
We want to get into it a little bit more because the best thing about My Wednesdays is that we do a self-care life check. Like, we make sure that when we give you that routine, making sure you're being productive, those strategies at the beginning of the week, when we check in on Wednesdays, we got you. Like, you don't feel alone. When we want to dish some things out, we want to chill back, we want to sit.
Okay.
We want to sit.
Okay.
And we just want to, have a good time. All right, good vibes. Can you give us a little bit more music?
Yes. DJ Gudvybez. The vibes. I got my water.
Wait. Don't bring that water.
No, I know. Give me the cup, but some water on. I'm smoking. No water.
I
said no
I
smoking.
mean, no wine, you know what I'm saying? No drink no more. I actually stopped drinking.
They want to know. And they say they like how you coordinate.
Yo, silence.
Like, color coordinated. Is this your first pair of Pride? Ow! This is your first pair of Pride?
Yeah. Oh yeah. My belts, right? Straight out. I definitely got to know the match.
She can make the inside hit outside the pocket.
So while we are waiting for our guest to get his very, very special water, I'm gonna tell y'all what we sipping on tonight. So last week I dropped a little Black History fact, letting y'all know about the wine, that Black Girl Magic collection from the McBride sisters themselves. Two sisters who never knew about each other. Like, how bizarre is that? Until they found each other, they both had the same passion for wine. And come to find out, when they got together, they decided, let's make that Black Girl Magic. Now, last week, we sipped on the red blend. It was good. This week, we're going to try the rose. Now, I thought the rose would be real good because, our guest is too fly and too smooth, but he got water. Here on Wine Wednesdays, we don't discriminate on what people drink. It's okay. So if you have liquor, water, juice, wine, it's okay. Pour up, glasses up. Sir, come on back out with your water. It's all right. Come back out with your water.
My aqua.
And you put a lemon in it.
Lime in it.
And you made it fancy.
Water only. Yo, I used to so you mind if I say something real quick?
Go ahead.
So I realized that I used to want to fit in so bad that I would do things that I normally wouldn't do.
Okay.
Like if you would have caught me a year ago, I would have had some of this just because I didn't want to mess up the vibe. Right. Instead of being true to myself. But I can't do that no more.
Listen.
Can't do that no more.
The best thing about Wine Wednesdays, and y'all know this since Instagram, and if you are on Instagram right now, please make sure you're heading over to YouTube Live. Follow my channel at Ms.BBB Productions. You don't have to just sip wine here.
Right.
Okay? Listen, I already know Mav is sipping on some Duze. Shout out to Mav. He's going to get on his after party. Sade drinking some water as well. She always got the water hooked up. My friends back in college be drinking on ginger ale. So water is welcome.
Guys, water and sleep is all you need.
But I'm going to sip on this real quick. From the McBride sisters, okay? Glasses up.
Now I'm not gonna lie, I miss drinking wine. The wine was the only thing that I was like. So when I was in my first drink, I was like 25. I had my first drink.
Okay.
And then I went ham. I would have bottles all in the refrigerator, stacked on top of each other. And and then one day I was like, oh, I can't do this no more. Then I started smoking, and smoke was like, oh yeah, I'm done with drinking. And then I stopped smoking.
Right, because recently you just went to a whole thing with smoking.
Yo, I went to a whole thing with smoking. Yeah, but I haven't smoked now, I think like a month.
The best thing right now that I'm hearing is that you're really in tune with yourself. And you said this earlier in the week on the Black Bold and Beautiful podcast. So your life is headed into a whole different direction. And the one thing you just said now is that you was living a life where you was pleasing others.
Yo, the other day I was crying, right? I was reading this book called Mastery by Robert Greene.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned that earlier in the week on the podcast.
Robert Greene. And in the book I realized that I was living a life for other people. Like I was never me. I was the me that I knew you wanted me to be.
Okay. Was that being in the lane that you was in, the industry, your career?
Yeah. It was a little bit about being on BET, being on the radio, didn't want to disappoint my parents. How do you walk away from things? Like your friends would think you're crazy. Like it's just a whole bunch of stuff. And I had to sit with myself like, oh my goodness. I was never being me. I was always being the me that I knew you wanted to see.
Right.
You know? So, but now that's done. That's dead.
Okay, great.
Dead.
Like you look like you're more alive now. That leads me to asking you, the place that you're in at now, do you feel like you're more meaningful to your community?
Yeah. Yeah. Me being the best version of myself, I'm better for everyone that exists around me. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's for sure. Including my community.
How would some of the people in the relationships that you built with in the entertainment industry, how do those relationships reflect your moves now? Do they do some people regret like you stepping away from the radio station?
Nah.
You living this full love and purpose life? Or they totally into the new you?
Yeah, so I definitely lost some friends along the way, but what I had to realize is that when you want a different life, you can't do the same thing you've been doing.
Facts.
You can't be around the same people. You can't buy the same things. You can't watch the same things. You can't listen to the same things. You can't have the same self-talk that you had. Everything about your life has to change in order for you to get different results. So yeah, I've lost some friends along the way, but I know that when they elevate in their consciousness, that they'll come right back. That's
definitely a fact. Yeah. Definitely a fact. And I believe that you're offering a lot more to the entertainment industry now, probably than you ever was before.
Yeah, because I'm calling it out. The entertainment industry, and I have nothing against this is entertainment.
This isn't. We're entertainment, right? We're entertainment.
Right? But there's a difference between entertaining and distracting and entertaining and educating. Right? So I used to entertain to distract. Now I entertain to educate. You know? So when I say things, so like one thing I'm practicing is to speak when only spoken to.
Right, I heard you talk about
and to only speak to heal, bless, and prosper. So outside of that, you should be using your tongue for nothing else besides those things. So that's super important. You know, before there was a lot of gossip. You know, I was in a gossip field. Like every show that I was hosting and every station I was on and every platform I was on made all of their followers, views, and money off of gossip. You know what I mean? But we can't do that.
You can't. I mean, we definitely have to change who we are to get the results that we want. And I think a lot of people are stuck in trying to figure out how to make those changes. So I'm definitely thankful for the strategies you brought to our community earlier this week and just here right now. So I have to really ask you, what is love on purpose? Like, what is that? Tell our viewers what it is, because a lot of them was listening and it was just like, I get it. I really get it. Like, you have to like celebrate you. You have to love yourself first. But like, what is purpose behind just really loving yourself?
So, all right. So look. So, love is the highest vibration, right? It's the highest form of energy. It's love is what holds everything together. Everything that's here is held together by love, right? And like earlier, I made a video where I was talking about how people are chasing the bag, right? But when you're chasing the bag, people make it seem like you have to have a certain degree, you have to have a certain product, you have to have a certain marketing strategy. All of these things that I'm saying that are outside of yourself, right? The only thing that you have to do is have a high vibration. Money will just fall in your lap. Women will just fall in your lap. Cars will just fall out of nowhere. Food, anything you want would just fall out of nowhere. But you can't worry about how you're going to get it. Because when you worry about how, the how sends a vibration out to the universe saying, I got it. I don't need you to do anything. Right? So if you got it, then why does God need to do anything? Why does the universe need to do anything? Right?
Speaking of God, bro, I got to tell you something. I'm sorry to cut you off. Okay? I'm sorry to cut you off. Please explain to our audience what's going on. On top of your head.
Yeah. Okay? The crown?
Yes.
Listen. We should all have a crown on. We all gods. We all kings and queens. But the greatest trick played on man, I posted this on the Instagram, is making man think that he's not God. The greatest trick played on God is making him feel like he's a human. The greatest trick played on God is making him think that he's a ball player or that he's something else. You can do anything. You can have anything. You can be anything. The only limits are in your mind. The way you think is why you are the sum total of your thoughts. Right? So
I believe it.
Right. So it's like, this is my crown. This is just to remind y'all who it is. You know what I'm saying? And remind myself. And to remind myself. So make sure y'all see that crown and go get your crown right now. Next time I see y'all should have crowns on. Everybody should have a crown on.
Everybody should have crowns.
Everybody should have a crown on. My question is, why y'all don't got crowns on?
I mean, our crowns aren't as in-depth as yours.
Yeah.
I mean, me and Sunday, we holding our crown up high.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we holding our crown up high.
Yeah,
Mine is definitely slick.
Yeah.
But, I just had to, stop and ask,
A lot of
let you
people been asking
explain
me
it.
about my crown.
They are. They blowing up in the comments like, what's on his head? What's on his head?
The funny thing is that I used to be afraid of doing this. Like when I first started, I thought about this like a year ago. I was like, no way. Y'all gonna catch me out here walking around with no crown on. It's not gonna happen. And even when I went to go order it the first time, it took me a couple times to order it. It wasn't like I just was like, oh, I'm gonna get a crown, I ordered it, and I just knew what I wanted. No, that's not how it happened. It was a whole process, mental, spiritual, financial process to get my crown, right? And I'm actually happy I didn't get it the first time because I was going to get tiger eyes in them instead of having like the stones that I have now. So anyway, so I got it, and when I got it, I was like, whoa. And I cried. I prayed for like an hour, because it's like, yo, this actually does mean something. And I've had people stop me and be like, yo, that's real deep, bro. Like, that's real deep. Like, not like it's cool, but it's deep. Like, it's real deep. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted you to feel. You know what I mean?
I feel it. I feel it.
So I walk with it high. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really take it off. I don't even take it off when I'm in the crib sometimes.
I see you just from on your live, and I can tell you that you don't take it off. It's a part of you.
Yes.
And when things become a part of you, you learn how to adapt and move with it. So I'm grateful just for the reflection. And I can see the reflection all in your eyes, from the conversation. And does that reflection also comes from our self-care calendar?
Yes.
It does.
Yes. Yeah. So Ms.BBB gave me this calendar.
You would think that he running this show, right?
It changed my life. Like, all right, so listen. It's not about so I went through life thinking I had to get the right answers, but it's about asking the right questions. Because when somebody asks you a question that you never heard before, it makes you think about stuff you never thought about before.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Like in our conversations, like you said earlier, the power of the tongue is very real. And just learning to listen to understand, I think, is very important. A lot of people don't do that. They listen to respond first. And when you listen to respond, you miss so much information.
Yeah.
So I think the calendar challenge has definitely helped me with my understanding of how to listen and how to respond to people, especially with our accountability with each other. So I'm going to explain to everybody real quick, and I brought this to the table right now because it's a real important with self-care. Like, self-care is important when you're talking about purpose and deep within. You can talk about all the outside aspects of self-care all you want, but unless you are knowing who you are from within, none of that stuff matters.
Facts.
None of it matters.
Facts.
Like, I can feel all glammed up this with self-care right here and now, but I only did it because I know who I am. And right now, I'm just celebrating me, right? Celebrating.
You allowed to celebrate.
But no, the self-care calendar I have been doing for about 2 years now.
Wow.
Right, for about 2 years. I met Sarah.
You had that calendar for 2 years?
No, not
but you've been doing the calendar for 2 years? Wow.
Yes,
Okay.
for about 2 years now. Saran is a very close friend of mine. I grew up knowing her brother, and when this was introduced to me, I was in like a very dark place. And like you're saying, I had to like do a lot of soul searching and reflect and really understand who I am and what I offer to other people. And making sure I'm not just offering too much without feeling so empty in return. So this calendar within the first year, it just started bringing a little bit of life back into me. And with last year, it just started helping me understand that I can transition. So this year is now helping me understand, like, really who I am and the place that I'm at right now. So I wanted to, like, open it up to my community members and everyone else. And I'm glad that you're one of the first people to have interest in it. And besides that, you're just saying it's really been helpful. Like, what is this day-by-day process that has been, like, good for you? Like, what has it been doing for you besides just like what's in this calendar? Share what's in this calendar with the people that's helping you.
All right, so it's 365 simple ways to add joy to your life. Okay, and it's affirmations and it's all types of different things. But I'm gonna share some of the deep things that that really hit me. So on January 4th, it asks, create a list of 3 natural born talents.
Oh, right.
I never thought about that before.
Right. I think we had a whole conversation with it.
Right. That was a really long combo because I'm like, yo, I actually never thought about what I was naturally born with that I can do, that I didn't have to develop over the time. You know what I mean? So that was a really good one. On January 19th, choose your power word of the year. So I had a power word already. I didn't really realize it was a power word. And at the same time that this came out, I was reading a book about having a word that you say that really means a lot to you, right? Now, this is why we can't just be tossing our words all over the place because our words lose power the more we use them, right? So my word is change. If I catch myself thinking negative, if I catch myself in a space where I don't belong, then I say out loud, change.
Okay.
When I hear that word, I know that all my awareness needs to come to this moment. No thinking about the past, no thinking about the future, there's no bills, there's no relationships, there's no parents, there's nothing. It's just my existence in that moment. And I need to like gather my energy.
Right.
You know?
I think I thought long and hard about my word. And this
What's your word?
Appreciation.
Appreciation.
There's definitely appreciation for the year.
Ah.
What about for February? Well,
That's
and I'm
right.
only asking you to do this right now because you have been more vocal in spreading this calendar than me. And I did a giveaway. So I did a giveaway, and one of our community members, and you know Chris won't miss.
Right.
Yeah, he won the calendar for me. So these 2 calendars I'm actually gifting to you to do
nice.
a giveaway for your community.
Ooh, are y'all ready for these calendars? All right. So I'm not going to fraud here, okay? Because of the snowstorm, my calendar was home, and even though you sent me a picture of it,
You was behind.
even though you sent me a picture of it, I was snowed, yeah, and I was in my books real heavy, and I had like sage going on. I just was not paying attention to the calendar. So this is actually my first time even reading February. What's today's date? The 10th. Okay. No, that's fine. I can definitely catch up. Okay, so well, a lot of these are already due.
I'm about to say we did last week,
Right.
so you don't even have to catch up. We did last week.
Yeah. A lot of these are already due. List 2 goals that you want to accomplish this month. This month, I'm bringing back onairwithsir.com, DJ Gudvybez in the building, my program director. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ms.BBB. I'm excited. I'm so excited for the radio station.
Me too.
We are going, our station now is going to be meditation, affirmations, information, right? Motivation, education, elevation, levitation, everything with an ace. Okay?
No, but seriously, you gotta do
Yeah. We not, look, ain't gonna be no twerking, ain't gonna be no rap and killing. Yo, listen, I'm keeping it 100. Ain't gonna be none of that. You can get that everywhere else. My station is only to lift your vibration. You got hear bars? My station is only to lift your vibration. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm paying attention, y'all, but me and Gudvybez we was just like,
can I show y'all something?
We gotta get back to the calendar.
Can I show y'all something?
Your goals. What's the second goal? Your first goal.
The first goal.
Yeah.
Yo, tomorrow's goal is crazy. I actually have it with me. Okay. My second goal is for this month. My second goal for this month. Oh, okay. So I'm taking my mom to Miami for her birthday.
Right.
Her birthday's at the end of the month.
Nice.
This is going to be our first time traveling. February 23rd. Mine's the 27th. Oh, nice. Well, you can come down to Miami. She'll be leaving. She'll be leaving. You can come down. Okay. So,
Gudvybez don't sleep in his bed, okay?
Hey, yo. Gudvybez, you can sleep my bed in here, bro. All right, no, listen. So I'm taking her to Miami. This is going to be our first time on a plane together. This is going to be our first time in Miami together.
Okay.
This is going to be our first time celebrating her birthday outside of the normal going to the house, dropping off some gifts and stuff like that together.
This is important.
This is important. So I already got the yacht booked. I got everything booked. Everything is booked. My goal is to make sure that I get to. So after I lost my father, I realized that I really have to ask the right questions to my mom.
Okay.
Right? So I've been writing down questions to ask her when we're in Miami. She can't go nowhere. Where you going, Mom? Where you gonna go? You stuck, right? So my goal is to really get to know my mom on a spiritual level.
Okay.
And to elevate her like vibration as well. You know, a lot of our parents, like their religion is like the news. You know, they're stuff on the news, they watch the news, but that is their stuff, you know. So just getting those type of thoughts and that type of energy out of her is my goal. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Perfect. Listen, as you can see, this calendar has really got me thinking.
Yeah.
It's really got me thinking. Again, I have gifted to some members of my community. I hope you find a great way to gift it to some members of your community. So Ron has joined the Black Gold and Beautiful Experience to help everyone get involved. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. We are going to let DJ Gudvybez get into a mix real quick. And even though Sir has stepped out of entertainment, you already know what time it is on my Mondays. We have to dish out with some entertainment news.
Hey, yo, I gotta tell you about tomorrow.
All right, what's tomorrow?
You want me to wait till we come back?
No.
I printed out, I did a search for my dream card, and I printed it out, and I have it on my vision book right now.
Oh, that's tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow. That's wow.
We're all getting that rental that I was driving. Now, all these, like, all these songs?
So that joint is right.
That's wrong. Oh, yeah, right. I did pick you up with that joint. Let me bring I forgot.
Yeah. All the people that have been picking up in some nice cars. I can't wait to pick them up in my car.
Oh, he fancy?
I can't wait.
So then you miss it. He's getting flew out for Valentine's Day. He's getting good vibes.
No.
Right.
I'm gonna save it, I guess. When we come back.
Are you paying attention to some entertainment?
No. I have no idea what's going on here. None. I don't know if somebody died. I don't know if anybody. I have no idea.
Somebody think it's not.
What? He was into dying.
Oh, where?
Who not?
No turkey. Sir said no turkey. He said no turkey.
Hey, yo, it's gonna take me like an hour to get these songs out of my head when I leave. All of this stuff. Yo, literally, yo. Like, so look, every time I get somebody's card, I have to ask them to turn on the radio, which is awkward now. This is another reason why I'm manifesting my own card. Because I'm not getting nobody's card anymore. Because it's disrespectful. I feel like I can't touch people.
Welcome back to Wine Wednesdays. That's real. That's real. I mean, that's all about growth. We were just talking about some things that we are manifesting, our boundaries, some standards that we are holding high to. You ran off that little quick to go grab something there. What did you go grab? What you got?
So it's important for everybody has a vision board. Make sure you get a vision book. Okay. So I carry my vision around with me. And every time my phone goes off to remind me to look at it, I look at it, I pray over it, I manifest, I visualize. I actually close my eyes and smell, touch, feel everything that I want, like 5-6 times a day. So anyway, so tomorrow on the calendar challenge, it says do a web search on your dream card. And I just did this yesterday.
Nice.
Show y'all my dream.
I want this 2020 Audi that I was driving a couple of weeks back. That's what I'm manifesting. What you manifesting?
I'm about to get this Tesla. You know what I'm saying? About to get this Tesla. It's a make sure I put that energy out in the universe for your boy as well.
I mean, it can happen.
Definitely. Oh no, it's happening. It's already done. I'm waiting for it to get to me. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm definitely getting this Tesla. Getting a white on white.
I'm gonna stick to that.
White on white. And it's happening very soon.
Very, very soon.
Very, very soon, as I already put my action plan into play. You know what I mean? So yeah, the credit is already ready. Everything is I just have to be patient, and patience is not about time; it's about the attitude while waiting.
That's key. So, that's key. You heard it right there. Patience is about the attitude. Speaking of attitude, the one thing that we do get into is some entertainment news. We have to change the atmosphere. We talk about the seriousness of self-care all week.
Right.
Here we like to let loose and wind down. As you can see, glasses is up. I'm a little bit turned.
Turn already?
Just a little bit. Ooh.
Someone in the comments wants to know, where do we get the vision book from?
Okay, where do we get the vision book from?
Go to Walmart and get a book with nothing in it. And just start writing. Make sure you
I don't
have
mean to
pictures.
laugh like that, y'all. I'm so sorry.
Make sure you have pictures. No, listen.
I did too.
I'm not even about to make
like
it
we was about to
complicated.
support a black-owned business or anything. He said,
Go to a black-owned business and get a blank book with pictures, affirmations in it, Bible verses, why you want it. It's important to know what you want and why you want it. That's going to be very important, but not how. Leave the how alone. Don't think about the how.
I've been telling people that a lot lately too. Leave the how alone. And then when you are in conversation with someone, to stop always trying to explain the why. The why is not always necessary. Like if you mean what you say, it is what it is.
As long as you know why.
Right.
You don't need to tell me why, but yeah.
I know, so I'm glad that you said that. Right. All right, let's get into this entertainment news. So on the break, we was talking about if you have been keeping up with entertainment. You said that you haven't. Like you have
I have no idea what's going on in the world. I'm just keeping on.
And that's real though, because you're on a whole different path in life. Even though you're this man of entertainment, like you're in the entertainment industry. And the one thing you asked me was who passed away. So yesterday, the founder of the Supremes passed away, Mary Wilson.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I think it was pronounced yesterday. I think they announced yesterday. I think they said she officially died Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
Wow.
So the one thing that was brought to my attention when I read that was like, we give a lot of people their flowers when they're gone.
Yo, listen. My grandfather passed away it might be going on a year now, right? Yeah. And hey, good vibes even though.
I know, he know your life.
He like, yeah,
that's why he's stuck in the bed with you. Because he knows your life.
Sure, we talking about business. Okay. But when we were when the funeral was going on and we was at the cemetery, I saw my stepfather, which is my father now, right? My father's passed on. I see my father put flowers on the coffin. And I was thinking to myself, is that the first time you ever gave him flowers, the one you put on his coffin? And I was like, yo, that's so wild, right? And it's like men have this thing where, I'm not giving no man no flowers or whatever, whatever's going on in the mind.
Give no man that flowers.
Yo,
celebrate him. Appreciate him.
I called my dad and I was like, yo, I don't know if it was Father's Day or if it was his birthday. I said, I need you to come over now and come get your gift. And when he came over, I said, yo, I realized the first time you gave Did Dad flowers was on his coffin. I'm breaking that curse. Here's some flowers. And I gave him some flowers. Right. And I gave him some flowers and I said, I'm not, that's done.
Right.
That's done.
And seriously, I believe that because, again, what stood out to me is that we are always giving people their flowers when they have passed on. Yeah, we celebrate them when they have their accomplishments or when they put it out there that they achieved something. We should be celebrating each other each and every day, and especially celebrate yourself. So that was one thing in entertainment that I wanted to bring to everyone's attention. We was all talking about it yesterday. Another thing that has been sitting heavy on my heart when we're talking about self-care and loving yourself on purpose, I don't know if you guys seen it, but I've seen it recently, was Chloe Bailey. She's one of the singers for Beyonce. She has a sister, Halle Berry. Her and her sister, right, they have recently separated their Instagram accounts so that way they can be seen as individuals, totally respected. The different challenges that's going on. The busted and the silhouette. Right. They're extreme. They are extreme. You will not see me doing it.
Beautiful challenges.
Good vibes trying to get
Good
me.
vibe challenges.
He tried to get me to do
Good
it
vibe
on the live last week. I was like, no. But no, the purpose behind some of them is basically for women, females, is to celebrate you, to celebrate who you are in your own body, in your own skin. But however, a lot of women are getting backlash for it because, the sexual content. And Chloe Bailey just came out of her own shell and appreciating her. I'm bringing this to your attention because you're Mr. Love on Purpose. And she got a lot of backlash. And I just want to ask you, when you are really feeling good about yourself and who you are, how do you handle backlash so that way you can continue celebrating you?
So, all right. So I don't talk about people. I talk about situations.
I love that. I can put that over there for you.
So I'll talk about the situation, but not them. So the first thing is look, nobody knows you. Not even your parents know you, right? Think about all the secrets and things you never told your parents.
That's deep.
Even your spouse, you still got things you never told them.
You got some secrets?
What we all listen. Even if I wanted to tell you everything about my life, there's no way I can sit here and tell you 30-something years.
No, that's real. That's real.
Like no matter how long we dating, it would take that long to tell you that stuff, right? So nobody ever knows you, so you can't take things personal. So I have people. I got some backlash the other day on my Instagram. Heavy.
What you do?
I said, and I'm gonna say it. Yeah, I said it. That's my new hashtag. I said, now, if I say it again, you have to allow me to explain.
This is a free platform.
Okay.
What did you do?
So I said, if you still believe in religion,
Oh yeah, I seen that shit.
you are weak and you need to grow up.
I seen that.
That religion is the preschool for spirituality, right? Now, that didn't land well with some of this. I
you knew that was coming.
I got some blocks.
I
got
seen
some
that.
DMs.
Did you see that?
I had some friends
seen
not
that.
talking to me no more right now.
And then he proceeded, everybody, I am God.
I am God. That's right.
Yeah, that was how.
So, but this is.
I like it.
But this is right. A lot of people like it.
no problem.
A lot of people loved it. It was like, oh my God, yes, tell them, right? But it didn't land in the right place. People felt that I was insensitive. People said I need to let people evolve at their own time and not force anybody to awake, the whole nine, right? So I definitely understood that. The way I intended it to land, like, oh, let me think about what they're saying, because there might be something to that, right? Like I'm not here to bash people,
Right.
but it did come off wrong, right?
Understand.
But anyway, I didn't take any of the things personally. Just like I'm entitled to say whatever I want to say out of my lips. You can say whatever you want to say out of your lips, and I don't have to say anything about that, right? So on my Instagram, I don't even reply to people, no matter if you give
And I
me
think
praise.
that's what people should do. They should stop replying.
Right, stop replying. It don't matter if I agree with you or disagree. You don't have to say nothing. The only thing I do is like it to let you know I appreciate you taking the time to do anything, right? But a healthy conversation goes like this. Hey, what do you think about this? I believe this. Okay, I believe this. All right, cool.
So do you feel like it's healthier, especially with social media playing a big part in people's lives? People use social media. Do you think it's healthier that we utilize it and just not really giving a fuck what people think and just do you? I mean, I do me.
I think that you should, do everything with love, But there are different shades of love out there. Right? You got tough love and, things like that. But yeah, look, at the end of the day, whatever is true in your heart, I feel like you should speak. I feel like maybe somebody needs to hear that. You may catch some backlash, but that's just going to make you stronger. Like, all the stuff that happened to me yesterday made me stronger. It actually made me stronger when they probably felt that they were trying to tear me down. It actually made me stronger.
Listen, I love the advice that you give, because when I looked at it and I seen her put that video out, first I felt proud of her. She was loving on herself. And then when she put the video out crying, it was just like, girl, you was celebrating you. Continue to celebrate you and don't give a fuck what people think.
Right. And Okay, so let me talk about another subject right now that has nothing to do with what I just said and nothing to do with what you just said, but something I feel like needs to be said right now. I do think that women, people do need to watch knowing how people can react, right? And if you are going to present yourself in a way and you know how they're going to react, then what are you upset for, right?
I definitely said that too. I said that to a couple of people in my media group. When I was trying to figure out, should I present this topic this week? But I am talking about loving on purpose and celebrating you.
Right. But we also have to remember this. You know, sex plays a big role in today's attention and distractions and things like that. As a woman, you are art. I mean, you are walking. You're mother. You are Mother Nature in the flesh. No matter what you look like, it's amazing, right? To see skin, a woman's skin, is it's amazing. I love breasts. I love cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Who don't want to see that, right? But then don't be mad. Don't be mad if I go unconscious for a second and say an unconscious thought, right? There are fellas out there that can't. They don't have the self-discipline. They don't have the self-awareness. See me, when I see that, I mute the whole page. I'll never see a page again.
I do see that you do that a lot. And I think that is a great self-care.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, some of y'all better than the mug, right? I can't even control myself. I be like, oh no, mute, unfollow. I can't. You know, I gotta put my phone down sometimes and walk away. And walk away.
I'm laughing so hard because he recently just posted something about something tempting. I see that.
It be women, oh my goodness. There's so many beautiful women. It's so many beautiful women too. The internet has opened it up now so you can see women from all over the world. And they don't care. They be naked right there. First off, you wouldn't be naked like that right here. You see what I'm saying? So don't be naked right there, right here. You feel me? What's wrong with you?
And you would have thought that he was drinking the wine. Okay.
But you feel me though? So my thing is this. Honestly, right? Again, I'm not talking about any particular person.
You're not.
But if you wouldn't be naked in front of me, why would you be naked on my phone?
That's some real shit.
You feel me?
And that what leads us back to you have to think about the things that you're putting out there, especially the public thing. Bob, you getting all the comments of this?
I'm just saying, man. Listen.
Bob is getting all the comments over there, like,
Hearts is going up.
what they saying? Let me see you naked. What they saying? You want to see me naked? You want to see me naked?
No, listen,
I got you.
Listen. I had to really think about that, man, because I'm in a space where I don't want to lie to myself no more. You see what I'm saying? It's certain women, I can't even let them come around me. You can't even come around me.
That's real.
You can't be around me because I already know.
Certain guys that can't even come around me.
Right. I already no, you can't come around me. I'm sorry. We cannot go out. We cannot do none of that. You can't.
They too tempted.
Yeah.
But you died. You should.
Yo, listen. And look, listen. I want this.
But he's God.
In order, you can control the things that you can't control. Can be handled by the things you can. I can make sure that you're not in my presence. Because once you're here, I'm not going to be able to control it. I know that. I know me enough to be like, no, you can't come over. It's not going to happen.
I don't know where this conversation has led, but I have one more.
Okay, let's go. We got one more entertainment story. We ain't here.
I mean, since
they cracking up.
Right, they are cracking up. I mean, since we're going down this road here. Like, Bob, you see me, I was like, wait a minute, where we going with all this? Where we going?
Don't be around me with all that. Keep your clothes on.
This is water?
This is water. Keep your clothes on. Listen, I naturally get high off life now. I'm just happy to be breathing air.
Energy. I love the appreciate you later.
Sir, it's not in the strip club.
What's your no?
But all right.
No,
so my last entertainment story, when I want to talk about like really celebrating you and loving yourself first, I have to give it to my favorite couple out here. My favorite entertainment couple, Ray J and Princess Love.
I love Ray J.
Okay, so you're here with me with it. I love Ray J too. I love Ray J. Not on no crazy type topic. He's a real businessman.
Yeah, but hold on. I don't love entertainment Ray J. I love Ray J the person. Okay.
He had to clarify.
Yeah, I had to clarify that. Because I used to work with Ray J at BET, and I had a personal relationship where I'm like, yo, he's actually there's a difference. You know?
I can see that.
You on TV?
I can see the difference. And because like I said, I love Ray J just like as a businessman who he is, like, and you can see the difference from the relationship standpoint. And so here, let me tell you what it is.
Okay.
So they're back together. They're back together.
Wait, they broke up?
Yeah, they've been.
I don't know what's going on.
They've been off and on, breaking up. You know, he pushed her in the pool. He left her in Vegas. He a whole bunch of stuff. But I look at it as, should they really be? It is. It's really entertainment. Like, should they be back together? I really look at it as both of them should just really be loving themselves. Like, loving themselves. And when you think of it, like I said, you know Ray J as a person. And when you think of the history, I wish you was caught up on this entertainment news. Because it has everything to do with loving on purpose. So when you think of people, all right, this is how we're going to spin it. Think of people who are like constantly making up to break up, making up to break up, making up to break up.
I've been there.
What do you say to those people and how to handle relationships?
Right. So I am not, this is not gossip, and I'm not talking about people that's not in the room, okay? I'm just talking about the situation. We can talk about situations, but not people. So
that's what using an example.
No, I know.
I
just want to say that before I speak again. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I've been there before, right? I had a relationship when I was out in LA where we was going back and forth. If you love it, okay. So first off, what's for me is not against you, right? That's something that needs to be explained to people, right? And I love myself enough to not put myself around people, places, or things that make me not feel worthy or make me not feel like I'm enough. Okay? So in a situation where I'm going back and forth with somebody, I love me enough not to put me in that.
I feel that.
See what I'm saying? So, but then I didn't know that. You know, I had to go through all of that. You know, and I mean, it's just a learning process. But I feel like everyone, listen.
I hope Ray J and Princess Love is listening because at this point, I'm like, y'all don't even need to be together.
Listen, I don't know about that. But listen, I feel like we all are doing the same exact thing in life. Like the same exact. I swear we are, but we were all born on different days. So we all go through them on different days. So it seems like we're all experiencing our own thing. But I really, really, truly believe that we all have to.
I'm saying you can see it in a unique way.
Yeah, right? I feel like we all have to date somebody with a child. I feel like we all. Listen.
I don't agree with that.
Listen. I'm gonna go back and forth real quick. Right?
I don't agree on that.
I'm gonna make it a little funny and make it a little serious.
Play.
We all have to at least date somebody with a child. Even if it's for a day, I feel like we all have to date somebody with a child. I feel like we all have to think about suicide at some point.
Oh, we talked about that one.
At some point,
we talked about that one.
At some point, we have to think about suicide, right? At some point, we have to get fired from a job.
Yeah, definitely.
At some point, we have to be in a hospital on a serious situation. At some point, we have to be in a car accident. These are just things you have to go through. That's just something you have to go through. But it seems like you're the only one going through it just because you was born on a different day. But I feel like if we was all born on the same day, life would be boring because we all be experiencing the same thing every day.
And that's real. I mean, I can definitely see some of those things. The car accident one, I'm just not with that one.
Man, let me tell you something.
Yeah, I'm taking the time on that.
Seriously, yo, when I be seeing people speed and stuff, I be like, yo, it's obvious that person never heard metal crunch in their ear. They never had.
And that's why I said that I'm on a different with that one because I literally was on the phone with someone earlier and I said I look at like just driving and being on the road at a different level. Like I allow those people go ahead and get in front of me. Like you go ahead and speed. Like I'm going to take my time. I've been in too many car accidents for that. So that's why I was just like, I agree with some of those things. Now, I do not agree with, dating someone with a child. because I feel like that.
You ain't do it yet.
I have dated someone.
Oh, see?
But I mean,
everybody dated somebody who tried to something.
I don't think that's a must. It's not always cracked up to be for everyone unless you are really fulfilled in it. But yes, however, they are. You got the comments lit. That's why you had to be the first guest for the new season. You got the comments lit. But no, these are all just like good strategies. My point in like when I bring in these entertainment stories is that you just need to put yourself first. Like think about who you are, love yourself. From like the situation with Princess Love and Ray J. Y'all know y'all want to keep going through these ups and downs. Put yourself first. Chloe Bailey, put yourself first.
Right, she said this. She said these things.
I am, because you said you already not caught up in the world, and that's okay. Like, you know, you want a whole.
Yeah, I just want to make sure if you clip it out, I said it then too. I gotta make sure I say it every second. Okay. Anyway, like, you know, celebrate you. I'm in the whole thing about like just be selfish with you, love you first. Because if you don't love you first, how are you able to give that love to others? Hey.
Whether you are building a partnership, a friendship, you have kids, especially if you have kids, I say this all the time. Take care of you first, because you can't give your energy to your kids if you don't have that energy. And make sure you're not, listen, everybody been talking about, oh, cup half empty and all that, but don't be pouring into somebody's cup that got holes in it. Real talk. Real talk. That's a real. I've been doing that for a long time. He said it. Yeah. Hopefully he's not doing it anymore. Nope. Anyway, we are going to let DJ Gudvybez give us some tunes. Then we are going to get into a quick Q&A before we let Mr. Love on Purpose go, because I'm pretty sure he has a lot of business to handle. You know, he stays up all night. Yeah, what's wrong with that? DJ Gudvybez. Hey, yo, what the comments saying, Bob?
I will say this one thing. I will say this one thing before I get into it. Don't mind me standing. I'm completely okay with it. A couple people in the comments, so I'm like, yo, get my man a chair. I'm good. I'm good.
But the thing was, Gudvybez, how long did I look for that chair?
Right.
How long did I look for that chair?
I'm good. I mainly sit at work, so I'm okay with standing. Plus, I'm a DJ. I gotta stand. I don't feel like
if y'all don't see how low we had to like figure out this little quick room in his table, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna bring you this chair, and he was like, no, I'm good. I'm like, I'll look for the chair. I'll look. Good. It's not me. I looked.
So I just wanted to let that be known. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
We'll take over real
talking about, bro.
Yes, please make sure. Damn, he just walked up. You can't even see me no more.
Let me say. Oh, my bad. Yo.
Please make sure that you are hitting the after party. Sunday, you're going to be in the after party on Clubhouse. I have 2 Clubhouse invites to give out. The conversation is going down. I got 2 Clubhouse invites to give out. Okay. I thank you so much for joining me tonight. Yes. We are lit. We are lit. We are having fun. Bach, are you having fun? Gudvybez, are you having fun? Sire, are you having fun? Guess what? Not this weekend, but next weekend, food on me. Okay? Food on me.
Appreciate that.
I called you today. I can't wait to go to Miami.
I'm going to save this real quick. I'll be right back, y'all. Oh, yeah.
Make sure y'all send y'all questions. I want to see some questions.
Wait. He said, I damn sure was thinking what?
Oh, about the chair.
About the chair. Lamar, you get on my nerves.
Oh, Lamar asked me he cut up an after party.
Oh, Lamar, you can already cut up in the after party because you know Mav is going to be there. We got my girl Mello. We got Belle. The after party is lit on Clubhouse. I sent you a Clubhouse invite. You didn't even make the profile yet. You know, I just sent a couple people a Clubhouse invite, and the only one that made his profile was after he said, I'm not going to get on Clubhouse. I'm not going to get on Clubhouse.
Yo, it took me a while. And to be honest, I haven't been on it lately. Because I've been in some weird
I haven't been on it lately either.
I've been in some weird rooms.
Snap the weird room.
Yeah, I've been in some weird
rooms. Them rooms don't got no titles. You gotta
yeah, them rooms that don't got no titles. Yeah, can't be in those rooms.
Can't be in those rooms that don't got no titles. No, I haven't been on it in like a minute, but I figured come back with some wind down conversations.
Oh wait, are we back?
Yeah, we are back.
Oh, we back.
Even up the cell.
Wait, I was
But now, I got a question for you in the comments here. Because they talk about this purpose to love on purpose and whatnot. And he was talking about, make sure that you're standing right in front of me naked and all this
No,
stuff.
I said make sure you don't be standing in front of me naked. If you ain't gonna be naked in front of me, don't be naked on the ground. That's what I said.
Make sure you're naked on the ground. They want to know what you're doing for Valentine's Day. They said you're too smooth out here. They said your clothes look fly.
I don't. So this is my first B-Day being single in over a decade. I was just talking in the car.
A decade is a couple
10 years.
Yeah, 10 years.
10 years.
Long time.
Man, wait, hold on. We gotta go live for this. Bye. Take this, bye. Take this, bye. We gotta go live for this.
Just remember. Just remember, we still got lunch.
Yeah. So I was in the car today, and I was thinking about Valentine's Day, right? Because one of my friends was on live last night, and he was just going in about just how he's not feeling it, And I was thinking to myself, like, yo, this will be the first time that I've been single on Valentine's Day, and probably the first time, I can't even remember a time I didn't celebrate. Right. Like in my whole life. So it's gonna be over a decade.
Talked about this on the podcast.
Right. It's gonna be over a decade that I haven't had like a Valentine's Day. But this Valentine's, I'm taking myself out for the first time.
That's self-care,
I'm taking myself out for the first time. I'm taking myself out to eat. I'm taking myself out to get a massage.
You got the restaurants already picked out?
Oh, I have a whole plan.
Share with them. Share. They probably will.
I have a whole plan for myself.
Where's the massage place at?
Well, I have people that come to the crib, and then I have places I can go. So it just depends. It depends.
So there you heard him. He got masseuses that come to the crib. Oh, you balling.
No, not a masseuse, a massage therapist. You can't be disrespectful.
My bad. A massage therapist.
Respectful.
Hey, yo.
So is that for the free, or you getting like a little discount on that?
Nah. I'm paying. Yo, listen, we gotta stop doing discounts with each other. You know what I mean? Like, we gotta stop discounts with each other. But yo, speaking of like bougie talk, right? You know the difference between a couch and a sofa? Do you know the difference between a couch and a sofa? A couple $1,000, you know what I'm saying? I did not know that.
Bring it back.
A few $1,000 actually.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
That's the difference.
All right, so you just chilled on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I'm chilling on Valentine's Day by myself. I'm taking myself out. I'm gonna get my nails done. I'm gonna get my hair cut.
Your nails done.
I'm putting my feet.
I'm all for
Fix all this. I'm getting a massage.
Oh, they can't see the motions.
Those
are fly shoes, though.
Thank you. I'm doing a whole.
And the person I gifted him, yes.
But yeah. I'm gonna take that day and like just really. And to be honest, I probably will meditate and pray for like 2 hours. You know
2
what I mean?
hours?
Yeah, I probably meditate and pray for like so the longest now that I can meditate is an hour. I definitely want to get up to like 6 hours. That's my goal. And like praying as well. Like I think it's really important we start to pray again.
I pray every day.
I said I pray every day.
I pray every day.
I had to pray more and more. I just started praying again. But yeah, so that day I'm just really gonna take some time.
Nice. Good vibes. What you doing for Valentine's Day? What you got going on?
Right.
Oh, you missed it. So Good Vibes pulled up when we had that podcast episode. I was like, how's the relationship going? He's strong. Strong.
Wait, hold on. Did he put his hand up? Did Good Vibes put his hand up? I can see Good Vibes doing something like that. Good Vibes, how's your relationship?
Stop making fun of my mans, yo. Stop making fun of my mans. Good vibes, what you going for?
Word.
Wait, what's up?
That's why.
They're gonna melt the ice.
That's why.
Wait, are you going to the place in Jersey?
Yeah.
I'm mad now. I'm jealous. I'm jealous because I didn't even get them tickets in time. And it was all sold out. Like the only time that they had left was 5:30. I am jealous.
Yeah.
I am jealous.
Skiing. Yeah, I'm good on skiing.
Like,
Okay.
damn. And you just went to a whole spa treatment up in New
Oh, yeah,
York. This girl is treating me like, damn.
Yo,
that was her treat. The ski is my treat.
But either way, like,
we take care of it.
I see good vibes come out of the pool on Instagram. I was laughing so hard, yeah. That's the best vibe I had all year.
why are you always trying to put my man? Like, you just be trying to put my man out there all the time like that. First, you try to put him out there, like, you know, when he slipped over. Then you try to put him out there about the spot. Like, why you always trying to put my man out there like that?
Listen, first off, I want you to think about this real quick. Good vibes. First off, he had to set his phone out. He had to hit record. He had to go get in the pool, get under the water in a perfect place, and he came out like water dripping. I'm like, good vibes. No, you did not just set that all up. Hey, yo. I really thought about everything he had to go through to
But
make
the
that
fact
shot.
is, this is what makes it even funnier. Like, we can laugh with it
I was
because
crying.
Goodbyes posted the
And
video.
Goodbyes was laughing
And
too.
you literally 2 minutes later was in your
Yo,
Instagram
it was
story. Like, 2 minutes later was in the Instagram story like a nigga would. Like, yo. Anyway.
Let me watch that.
Anyway.
That made my day.
I love y'all. I love y'all.
Mm-mm.
Valentine's Day. I'm shooting the wedding.
You're shooting the wedding. Oh, that's right. You did tell me you were shooting the wedding.
Yes, I'm shooting the wedding. On
That
Valentine's
actually works out perfectly. So we're going to go out for lunch on the 13th, right?
Yes.
And then, see, that whole day is just to me. Yeah, this D-Day, yo, listen, if you single out there.
Wait.
Go.
Pause.
Take that day for yourself.
I'm a very picky eater.
Yeah,
I'm skinny as shit.
as I can say.
So where are you taking me out?
Well, yeah, I'm skinny.
I didn't mean it like that. I meant to ask,
But I'm gonna say this though,
I'm
real
picky.
quick.
I mean, like I don't like a lot of places. So
Right, the
wherever
restaurants,
we go, like
nobody has ever been disappointed eating.
That is a fact.
okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
That is a fact.
Facts.
Okay, good vibes. He
Facts.
just
See,
be
there we
knowing
go.
his life.
Everybody's
He
already.
just be knowing his life, bro. Good vibes. Just be knowing his life.
I only go to places where,
So
where kings and
so
gods
what you
eat.
say is where kings and gods eat.
That's right. We gotta have kingdom
That-
talk.
So what you saying is that you're going to wine and dine me on the 13th.
We gonna dine.
That's what you're
We
like.
gonna dine.
You see what niggas be doing?
We
You
gonna
see what
dine.
guys be doing? No. I mean, right, because you don't even drink wine.
I don't even
I'll
drink.
wine.
Right.
I'll wine.
We going for kingdom talk, yo, and kingdom talks.
Kingdom talk.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't have fun, y'all.
Yeah, we almost done, Ring. We got you.
See you later.
But
We
all right,
this
so
is live.
13th, we're going somewhere where he can dine me and I can wine.
Sure.
But I was saying that I got a wedding. I'm going to put
Right. You have a wedding.
And then guess what? Your girl is taking flight to Kentucky.
Oh, word.
So there will not be a Wine Wednesdays next week because there's just going to be too much going on. I'm not going to even put Good Vibes through all of that. I mean, I can handle it. But Good Vibes is going to be here in Philadelphia, and I'll be.
Did you go in there? Something like that.
I mean, Sade has been a part of Squad for quite a while now.
Okay.
She does financial coaching.
Okay.
She's not just my stylist, but she makes sure it's on point.
In the
with
pockets.
the
In the pockets.
Right, with
I like
the
that.
bag.
I like that.
So my girl said, we got some business to handle in Kentucky.
All right.
So, Shorty bought her plane ticket and I'm going to Kentucky. I don't know what the fuck is in Kentucky.
I was like, do people live there?
I said the same shit. I said, do people go to Kentucky? Like, I was thinking this racist as shit. Right, I thought that too. Like, it's racist as shit out there. But guess what? My girl said we want to go get a bag. I'm going to go get a bag in Kentucky.
The basketball team.
So that's what's happening. I really thank you for coming to Wine Wednesday.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Thank you so much for the comments and the laughs.
I know this is our first live on YouTube Live.
Oh, word. This is
the
the first
live on YouTube. And it has been lit.
Wow.
Like everyone who who was on Instagram. I guess they made sure that they came here.
Nice.
You looking fly. Like,
Thank you.
You
look great too.
Thank you. Like,
Kingdom Talk.
You've been gifted. You've been gifted a lot.
Thank you.
And the style, I mean, all I had to do was pay the money, but the stylist hooked you up.
Shout out to the stylist as well.
Right. The stylist hooked you up. All I had to do was pay the money. Your crown looks amazing.
Thank you very much.
I really hope that you do come up with a nice giveaway for your community.
Yes, I will.
Any last things that you want to share? Like, what are you offering at this moment that can be offered to the BBB community?
Well, are we talking services or are we talking wisdom?
All of it.
So, I mean, look, the blackgodaddy.com. You know what I'm saying? The Black GoDaddy. We don't only just build websites, we host sites. Even if you have a designer, we can give him everything he needs to design, right? We do everything from security for all the websites, domains, SSL certificates, the whole nine. The blackgodaddy.com. OnAirWithSir.com. That's right. That's right. For affirmations, meditation, motivation, inspiration, all the Asians, right?
Positive Asians.
Right, the positive Asians, to raise your vibration, right? Our station is to raise your vibration.
We should have won that award.
Yeah. Well, no.
It wasn't our time.
It wasn't our time, but I'm very grateful and happy for the people who did win.
Yes.
Who did win?
And
it was Rockaware.
And I want to say this real quick. I love all of the competitions and the award shows and stuff like that, but please do not put me against no one for anything. I'm always a winner. And to be honest, I was going to give my award to the person I thought should have had it.
So you want to name that person you thought should have it?
Takeover Files.
And the thing is, I love Takeover Files. I love Takeover Files.
I love everybody that was like nominated.
I love everyone there, but like
Takeover does it by themselves.
Right? They did that. You wasn't there. See, you threw me in the mix. You threw me in the mix. I was really mad at you that day, but Takeover Files did his thing that day, like all by himself, gathering interviews. I loved it.
I have 70 plus people on my team, right? How can you put me against one guy that does it by himself and he's so good? It's like, that's ridiculous. Everybody that was nominated has more than 2 or 3 people on their team helping him do it. Takeover do everything by himself. Now, I'm sure that he has people that help him, but for the most part, he's doing everything by himself. So shout out to Takeover Files. So that was that. My on-air masterclass. You want to know about being on the radio, on television, well, make sure you take my masterclass on air.com.
That's all he keeps doing, right by.
And the last thing, words of wisdom. So before I leave, because, hey, you may never see me again, right? I may never see you again, right? So I would like to say that make sure you always think love. Because the body must do 2 things at all times. It must think and it must move, and it can't move without thinking. So think about what you've been thinking about, right?
You said that kind of fast. Slow that down. Say it again. Say it
the body,
one more time.
The body must do 2 things at all times. It must think and it must move, and it cannot move without thinking. So think about what you've been thinking about, because your thoughts are moving your body in a direction. You're going somewhere based off of the things you think about, right? So if you think love, then you'll speak love, you'll spread love, and you always love on purpose. So never hate by mistake, always love on purpose. Love is the highest frequency, the highest currency. I always say,
I love when he gets
who need money. Who need money.
He keeps getting closer.
Who need money? The people that don't have friends.
Say that louder for the people in the back.
I'm just saying, love is the highest form.
Say it louder for the people in the back.
So that's all I'm saying.
I love it.
Love on purpose.
I love that you was here. I love the love on purpose. We are level up.
That's right.
It's only up from here.
MrLoveOnPurpose.com.
If you want to, follow Sir, he's going to drop his handles real quick.
At Mr. Love on Purpose. At On Air with Sir. At the Black GoDaddy. Anything you heard me say, I got them all.
He got them all.
Yeah. Make
sure you're following the Black Gold Beautiful community at @IamBBB_. Make sure you're following me at @Ms.BBB_. It's a vibe. I'll catch you back here next week on Wild Wednesdays. DJ Gudvybez, please take us out because we just got it poppin'.
We'll toast.
Oh, we're gonna do toast. Put your water.
Also follow me on the gram at @IAM_GoodVibes. I'll leave it in the comments.
Right, because he about to drop this mixtape.
Hey, it's my joint. I haven't listened to Chris Brown in. Woo! Jeez. Yo, I just want to wrap this real quick. Thank you so much, Ms.BBB.
Thank you. It's all about you tonight.
All right, so real quick, what's 3 things you're grateful for today?
Besides that you're being here, I am grateful for just waking up and celebrating myself. Because again, I'm going to be selfish with me. I'm allowed to be selfish with me. I am grateful for the fact that I am able to collaborate and meet new people. And the third one, I'm grateful for love because I'm learning to love on a new level.
I like that. DJ Gudvybez, man, what you grateful for today, bro?
3 things I'm grateful for. Number 1, being black, bold, and beautiful.
Yeah.
Black, bold, and beautiful. Number 2, I'm grateful for being 2 weeks away from
I love y'all. Peace out.
Okay.
And number 3, I'm grateful for the opportunity